right here. And you saw what was in here. It's just this core, and that's it. And then this little drain. I think this drain tube goes on. No, I think this goes maybe. I think that goes somewhere else. But the point is, it just collects in the bottom. This deal here actually just sweats. It just gets wet. And then the water drains out the bottom. There's no like water making thing other than this thing just converting warm air to cold air. So what I've been doing with these things is I already did the heater core before. I just put it up in here. Yeah, there's the heater core. I already did that one. That thing got pretty clean. Didn't seem to be leaking. I don't think it was leaking. Now the blower motor, this one is a little trickier because the way this goes, it goes on here like this. No, yes, like, does it go like that? Yes, it goes like that. And this little door attaches to this hinge to divert air from. This is what switches you from fresh air to cold air, or to cabin air. Is that right? Yeah, because this goes up to the cowl, and if you block that off, then the air just is going to recirculate from inside the car. It's going to draw in from these vents instead of these outside vents and then blow through the ducting system. But this has this foam on it, very similar to the foam inside this guy right here. And it is so old and deteriorated. I had to get something new, and all I could really do was I went on Amazon. I thought, well, I'll find something on there, and it's kind of like a crapshoot thing. But this foam seemed to be about the right consistency. Now this panel, actually, the whole thing was covered with foam on both sides, and I think that's because as this flops back and forth in here, it, is loud. And having some foam all over it will dampen it, make it a little quieter on the inside of the cabin. So I thought that I would just use this foam to line this little door, given that the old one was all totally screwed up. I needed to put something, so I guess this is one of the things I care about. I want it to work right, and I don't want it to be an uncomfortable, like, stupid car. And so when somebody goes to turn on the, recirculate, A, it works, and B, it doesn't make some ridiculous clunking sound. So I don't know. Everybody builds cars their own way. I was really in awe at Big Mike's Prelude. Saw it at SEMA earlier, and I saw a couple videos about it where he was talking about what he had done. And one of the things was literally like, oh yeah, I replated like every nut and bolt. I thought, wow, that's really kind of impressive. I am not gonna do that. Was really what I thought. I'm like, I am totally not gonna do this. What he did, because I'm gonna use it. It's just gonna get dirty. I mean, he's gonna use his car too, but I don't know. I just didn't feel like spending the time and energy doing that. Forgive me, I really have no idea what the best way to do this is. I'm just kind of winging it here. So let's see, smaller section maybe. I guess I'm hoping that maybe I've got some relative experience on some of the people watching this video, and then you can even look and see, oh yeah, when Marcus did his car, he did it this way, and maybe it'll give you an idea for how to do it on your car. If you need to do something similar, maybe you'll feel justified in shortcutting things like I do. I'm being a little bit facetious, but ultimately, you know, I don't take this stuff too seriously. But at least you know what goes into building a car, putting one together anyway. No. Yeah, here we go. I think this is working. Foamy. I don't know what else it needs to be besides foamy. Alright, I'll pull off another strip. I think this one I'm gonna actually you may be thinking, oh, why doesn't he just like measure it? I thought, well, now that I'm a homeowner, I know that measuring is kind of overrated. We just kind of got to make it fit, especially in an area like this where nobody's ever gonna see it. It really just needs to fit and work. So I'm not gonna go insane trying to make sure that it's absolutely perfect. It doesn't have to be. You know, of course they say that nobody's ever gonna see it, except for I'm videotaping the whole thing right now. Whatever, I don't give a shit. I'm too old. I'm too old to care. I'm not even old, but I'm too old to care. There's been more than a couple of times during this whole build process that I've told myself that I will never do this again. And I've never even done it before. I think I maybe just not be cut out for doing the car building thing. I enjoy the cars, but I really like doing smaller jobs, honestly. These big jobs like this, they take a lot of energy and a lot of money and a lot of time. And I would rather be doing other things most of the time. Don't take that to mean that I don't get gratification out of doing these jobs. Like, doing jobs like this is fun, and when it gets all together, I might even be singing a different tune. But at least right now, it feels more like, what did I get myself into? So, if you're going to be cutting stuff, it'd help to have a really good, sharp razor blade. Come on. There we go. They're going to come out. Awesome little dispenser. I just want a goddamn razor blade. There we go. There, sneak one out. Sharp razor blades cannot be overrated. I think I'll just cut this straight through. This almost feels like some of those live videos that people do, and I watch them on occasion. Oh, so-and-so is live right now. I think, geez, does anybody really even care? Like, I don't even care. Like, why am I even watching this? I guess I don't really need that white on there. Just kind of making things screwy. Now, one of these sides, I think that can't be right. No, it goes like this. really just need to go a bit around the outside. It doesn't really need to go completely everywhere. When you're doing like foam stuff like this, I think you don't want it to have a bunch of tension on it. You just want it to lay down. Lay down slowly. Oops. Here we go. See, I couldn't have measured that if I wanted to. Just cut off a random length and cross your fingers. I think I got plenty of this foam tape stuff. I wish I could have found a whole panel of this foam stuff. I think that would have been much better. I got this other mat, and it just wasn't going to work at all. Too thick. I hate that sometimes you have to buy stuff to see if it's going to work or not, and then you can't just buy the thing that you want. I get sweated by some of my customers of just trying to, is it going to be exactly the perfect thing and blah blah blah. I'm like, man, you know what, I don't know. You're just going to have to order it and see. You know, I hate to tell you that on something like coilovers, but nobody's going to tell you how it's going to ride to you. You're going to have to feel it for yourself. So if you don't have somebody local or a friend that has it, or part of a club or something like that, you're really just going to have to try it on your own. I know, it's lame. That's just the way that it is. I'm not completely happy with that gap right there. I'll work on this and decide if I'm going to change it or not. There we go. Look at that. How's this looking? Oh, all right. I'm gonna do this side too. Oh. Uh-oh. Shit. Hold on. Don't pull away on me, damn it. Ah, you fuck. All right. Yeah, not the greatest. All right, that's not so. Look at from way back here. It looks awesome. It's gonna look even better from behind the dash. I think I will do some form of small measurement on this piece. Yeah, buddy. Right in there. On this one, yeah, I'm just going to go too wide all the way around. You know what? I'm going to do these. Reason being, don't want to have any bits be too short. Being a little bit longer is going to be something that holds these bad boys in place a little bit better. There we go. Wow, look at how that fits in there. Great. See, I'm starting to feel better already. Thank you for joining me, even though you're not live. Squeeze that in there. Bam. Now, question of the day. Alright, so the original, this was all foam. So I think I'm going to fill all that in foam so that it really seals here really well. That looks like it's doing exactly what I want it to do, which is awesome. Now on here, that too is basically, is it all covered? Yeah. That is doing exactly what I wanted to do also. So now I just need to put the rest of the strips on here. And this is where I wish I would have a larger panel. Now I'm going to cheat a little bit here. I'm just going to keep that strip, because I'm going to need this all the way across. So I'll just use that to cut all the rest of my pieces. There we go. Sweet.